today we are going to be talking about the trends that we are expecting to see in 2022. Yo, what is up, guys? I am here really quick and wanted to just give some opinions. Somebody DM'd me this and I thought it was a great topic to cover. And so today we are going to be talking about the trends that we are expecting to see in 2022. So if you are a brand owner, if you are an e-commerce store owner, please stick in. I'll try to make this short and sweet like all the videos and just try to spit some value. But with that said, please like, comment, subscribe, do the things, right? The reason I want you guys to do that is because we are trying to push out content almost every day now. After every meeting, I try to just come on here and record some of the things we talk about in our meetings and with our clients just to give you guys the most up-to-date information. And so that's what I'm doing right now even. And that's probably why I'm about to give you so much mumble mouth or whatever it's called. Because I just wrapped up my day, just wrapped up some meetings and wanted to come give you guys some value. So with that, subscribe, do all the things. Now let's just jump right into it. So guys, 2020, right? I like to think of it like this. 2020 was a year that really shook up a lot of things for us, kind of like just the foundations of us as humans and lots of things going on, right, in 2020. 2021 shook up a lot of things and a lot of foundations of the web, right? We saw Web 2, which is what is now coined, into a lot of shifts and movements into kind of the infancy of Web 3, right? A huge rise in NFTs, Facebook changing its name to Meta, advertisement, iOS 14 and 15, right? 2021 really shook some things up for all things web, and specifically for us as e-commerce folks, as marketing folks. 2021 shook up a hell of a lot for us, right? And so I know if you're anything like me, right, we're looking towards, okay, that was 2021. We luckily made it through, right? And so what is 2022 about to bring, right? And so here are some of my theses and some of the things that we're talking about as an agency right now. The number one thing, though, that I think 2022 will reward brands that do this is the brands that are focused on intentionally building community, right? And so if you've been paying attention to the development of, I know I just mentioned NFTs, right? So if we look at something like that, the NFTs that are winning right now, Bored Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks, right? The NFTs that have really taken up space are the ones that have huge communities behind it. And I don't think that NFTs are going to be the only thing out there that is going to be so communal or community focused, right? Or driven by community, I should say. And I think a lot of brands that have community behind it have been winning for the past, I would say, 3 to 5 years, but especially as we march closer and closer to Web3, and especially as we enter 2022, brands that have community behind it are going to win. So examples, some brands I can think of off the top of my head that have strong communities. I think of a brand like Telfar, right? If you guys know Telfar or heard of Telfar, Telfar is a Black-owned like shopping purse bag brand, right? And has scaled a ton organically over the past 2 years, right? I don't even think they spend much on ads at all, and has such a strong community behind it, right? And so those are just some examples when I think of brands with some community. If I sit and think longer, I could think of some more, but I want to get you guys back to your families and off YouTube. And so again, long story short, brands that are building community will win. I truly believe in 2022, and that's where our focus is for a lot of our brands in our agency and the folks we work with. Now I know you're thinking, Casey, how can I build community, right? Like, okay, sure, I hear you, that sounds great, but how can I build community? And I think these are the questions, again, that we're working on in the agency, but I think these are some really important questions for you to sit in and get very clear on. First is know who you're serving. Know who the hell you're serving. Like, know your persona, your avatar, whatever you want to call it. Know that customer like the back of your hand. Know their wants, know their needs, know the things that they talk to their friends about at happy hour, right? Really intimately know who you're serving. Understand, number 2, understand why they shop with you. Right? What benefit are you adding into their lives, right? What problems are you solving for them? Why do they shop with you? Understand who you're serving, understand why they shop with you, and also understand what they care about, right, and articulate this through content, which we'll talk about in 2 seconds. But if you understand those layers, right, you can start to generate content, a lot of content and engagement that is not just so much product focused, but community focused, right? And engaging the entire community, right? One of our brands is a boutique, and they do a live every Wednesday, and they talk about, or Sunday, maybe, I don't actually know when it comes on, but they talk about like the Real Housewives, right? So they'll live and they'll recap the Real Housewives. Again, that has nothing to do technically with the boutique and what they're selling. It has all the things to do with community, right? And so understand the things that, who your community is, the things that they care about, and how you can position yourself in there to start building that community. And again, this takes me into my second point: articulate all those things through content, right? And number 2, the brands that are going to be winning, or the trends that we're going to be seeing in 2022, is a heavy focus on content. Now, I know you're about to pause the video right there and like, this is so cliche, right? We've been hearing that content is king for some years now, but truly, y'all, truly, content reigns supreme in all things marketing right now. The thing is, right, Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok ads, YouTube, like whatever your ad platform is, costs are going up, right? Costs are going to continue rising on ad platforms. And so the thing to even combat the cost, if you are running ads, is amazing content. Even if you're doing organic, the thing to stop the scroll for a consumer that's on TikTok just to see some funny videos is amazing content. And so you really, please, I would even argue like the number one investment, whether that's time or capital from you, should be in content. Content. Please invest heavy into content. The other thing is to not only just invest in producing the content, but please invest, again, whether that's time or money, hiring somebody, right? Please invest in posting content consistently, right? I'll talk to clients all the time. They're like, well, I did this photo shoot and I posted the photos and they didn't do that well. And I'm like, you haven't posted again in the last 2 weeks. Like what? Like content is so much more of a consistency muscle than just like the best content. Whoever's the most consistent at content, I truly argue wins. And then if you make quality content consistently, you will win. The last thing that I have here on the point around content is to think of yourself and your business right now as a content company, not even a product-led company, not even an e-commerce business. Think and get into your mind right now that you are a content company, because at the end of the day, you are. And if you make that switch in your brain, you will start pumping out content, pushing out content, because content truly is going to be one of the number one drivers of your bottom line and revenues. So please focus on content. Again, at the end of the day, it's going to lower your ad costs. It's going to increase your organic engagement and overall increase your total revenues. So focus on that. Last point before I move on, short form content. Short form video content is working the best right now, and UGC video is working really well right now. The last thing that I have here for the number 3, the main trends that we're seeing, right? And let me just recap. The first one is building community. The second one is content. The third one is focus on the customer. And when I say focus on the customer, I mean really taking it up a notch this year and getting super personalized with your customers, right? One of the bigger trends that we're seeing right now is a lot of larger D2C companies, e-commerce companies, are actually investing in call centers and things like that to like literally call the customers to get more personalized, right? Now, if you are a solo business owner, a one-man band, a one-woman band, right? Please, and I tell our clients to do this all the time, like connect with your customers, right? One hack that we've been giving our clients is like every time somebody orders a product from you, post about that person, right? And so if Ashley orders a t-shirt from you today, get on your phone right now and be like, yo, Ashley, thank you so much for your t-shirt. I'm about to go print it right now, right? Get super personalized with your customers this year. And even when you do flash sales and things like that, pick up the phone. Yeah, I know that sounds wild. Pick up the phone and call Ashley. Yo, Ashley, this is Casey, the founder at T-Shirt Company. Just wanted to make sure you saw our 30% off sale. I sent it to you in your inbox, right? Please get super personalized with your customers because we are seeing that being a huge trend with even some of the larger D2C brands right now. Again, higher CPMs, right? Higher cost on these ad platforms makes it more and more expensive to acquire customers. So the customers that we are acquiring, we have to keep them. How do we keep them? Get super personalized with them. build relationship with them, build community with them. And now we're retaining these customers that we're paying to acquire, whether that's time or money that we're paying, but that we're paying to acquire, right? And so really, really, really start building out or thinking about plans to get super, super high touch with your customers and personalized with them. Again, to recap, 3 things that we're talking about. We really just wrapped up a meeting around this, but building community, building content, and focusing on your customers. 3 biggest trends of 2022. And I really, really believe if you focus, if you give all your energy to those 3 buckets, 2022 will reward you. Now, let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions on how to execute any of the above. And remember to like, subscribe, comment, because we're just going to be pushing out content whenever we get off meetings and have some good ideas to share with you guys. So with that, alrighty, peace out.